My parents have had an open marriage since I was a kid and it made me a mess, so I moved out and didn't speak to them for almost 4 years. Now, I told them everything that I felt growing up. I, 25M, grew up with parents, 48F and 52M, who had an open marriage. When I was around 12, I found out that my parents liked to play around, if you can call it that. I didn't know what it really meant until I was 14. Anyways, I kept my mouth shut and focused on myself. Then I moved out when I was 18, and we have barely spoken since. I ended up becoming very insecure as I grew up. I struggled when it came to dating and girls and was alone for most of my teens. Mom and dad were this perfect couple that was well liked by everyone. All I can remember is how alone I felt during the time I lived with them, and how I was too afraid to speak to my parents about how bad I had it. They were always smiling and seemed to have the perfect marriage while they saw other people, while I felt alone and miserable. They used to go on weekend trips. I was alone for many weekends since they rarely brought me along for vacations, and I ended up being on my own when they did bring me as well. I struggle with depression and started seeing a therapist and am on antidepressants right now. I just felt like I did not matter to my parents at all and see no real reason for why I should talk to them now. I have not celebrated Christmas with them, and I've not been at